Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm doing another video. Now, it's been a while again since I have been on and chatting, and a lot has obviously happened. The next series 10 has finished, it has all came out, and I just wanted to kind of talk about the final episode and also kind of give you an overview of the season briefly. I think I might do like a separate video on the season as a whole, but I wanted to do a video specifically talking about the final episode. So first of all, the reason that I haven't been on and filming my reaction videos like I have done for series 8 and 9 is because I made the decision that I wanted to watch series 10 in private and not film my reactions, because I thought if I watched it first and did like a review sort of thing, then that would still be something to do. But I decided I wanted to kind of take the last series and kind of, I don't know, watch it in private. It felt like the right decision inside, and I still think that was the right decision because I remember where I was when I watched the last episode. I remember who I was with. And it just feels like that moment, I don't know, the moment felt perfect, and I can still talk about it after I've had a bit of time to process everything, because it was very emotional. I cried through most of it because it's the end of a big era. And I just felt like I wanted to have that moment specifically in private. And I've watched the episode like 6 times at least now, probably more. So I've had the chance to really look through it, and yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to explain that where I've been. But no, I've had an amazing time watching the episodes. I think it was one of the best series, in my opinion. I just thought it was great. The dances were amazing, the plot was amazing, and their final episode was everything and more. But no, I'll talk about the specifics in a second. But other than that, I've been traveling a little bit. I've been to some concerts. I saw Lana, as many of you probably know if you follow my Instagram, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish. I've had a very good mix of people. I've been very, very lucky this summer. So yeah, I'm just gonna I haven't written anything down for this because I want this to be really natural and really, I don't know, I just want to talk about whatever comes on my mind. So I have no idea where this video is going. So we're just going to roll with it. I have got to keep an eye on the time because I'm doing an interview with a Next Step cast member in 20 minutes, I think. So I may have to stop this and then carry on filming after, because I obviously don't want to be late for that. So yeah. So off the top of my head, the episode started with them all kind of coming back from the brawl, and they were just kind of devising a plan on what they wanted to do, and that they were going to have a party. And then I think it was Ariana who came up with the idea to do this live stream to try and raise money. And I thought that's a fantastic idea because it kind of gives her the chance to redeem herself, because obviously the live stream she did I don't know, halfway through, I think part 2, caused them to get the fine and everything. So I was like, well, maybe this is going to save the studio. This is a great idea. And as we know, it was a big factor in the Next Step getting saved. So yeah, I think it was a very good idea. So thank you, Ariana, and thank you for using your training because the Next Step was saved. Then we kind of just had a few moments with Generation 3's age group. I don't always like using Generation 1, 2, 3, etc. because they're all one big team in my eyes. But in terms of this episode, I think I've kind of got to, because there are so many generations of Next Steppers coming back. So we had the series 10 age group. We had some moments with them, which I was really happy with, because as much as I wanted the originals to kind of be there the whole episode, it was also nice to have some final moments of just the team that we've got to know this series. So I really enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed how close everybody was and how everybody was getting on. And then we had the scene of all scenes, which we have been waiting for years. How long has it even been since they came back? Was it 2019, the Christmas episode? So we've been waiting 6 years nearly for this reunion. And it was very emotional. I think Michelle walked in with the profiteroles and she turned the light on, and it was just the stunned reaction she had. I was just I'm gonna try and not cry. I think I did. I can't really remember. I've watched it so many times, and there's not been a time that I've watched it where I've not like welled up. But I'm pretty sure that set me off because like our original next step people, our original like next step A troopers, I should say, were just lined up. They were just casually in the studio. Also, Emily was like the first person to hug Michelle. So that was a big thing for me. I was like, I'm glad that the writers know that that is the priority, because it is. So then they obviously had their little like reunion. And then the series 10 A troopers came in and they started having a party. And then we finally got to find out what has been going on. So we found out that, I'm going to try and remember. So Tiffany opened a studio in Niagara Falls. Giselle was doing reporting on the World Cup with SNR. Chloe was teaching at Juilliard. Daniel was on Broadway, and obviously Michelle was doing the next step stuff. So it was nice to hear from all of them to see what they've been up to. And then we found out that James and Riley have got a studio in New York. I think we found that on a lot later on. But I think back in a video where I spoke about like my theories or what I was hoping for in the next step series 10, that I really wanted them to kind of fill us in on what they've been doing. So you can probably imagine I was very happy because it's just nice to know what they've been doing. And I feel like, although that's not what the cast have been doing in real life, it was just kind of nice to see how excited the characters got that they got to share what they've been up to. So yeah, it was good to hear from them all. And it was just nice to see James and Riley together again. I've never been like the biggest Jiley supporter. Like, I don't dislike them. I just think like they were very messy. But they seemed happy to an extent, so that was good. And it was also nice to see James and Eldon. But we need to take a moment because West wasn't there. He did get mentioned by James because he was like, what did he say? He was like, this is where I met I can't talk. This is where I met my best friends, Eldon and West, and it's where he met Riley. So at least West got a mention. And also Daniel said all the next steppers or A troopers, even the ones that aren't here, heard about what was happening. So West was clearly referenced in this episode, which was good because he was such a big part of the show. So it would feel wrong if he kind of wasn't involved, or referenced, I should say. What is the time? I am getting the computer open because I'm really conscious of the time right now. Okay, I've got 20 minutes. I'm all good. So then Generation 2 kind of came back. So the reason I say kind of is because Amanda was there with them, which I understand she wasn't the Series 1A troop, but she's Generation 1 in my eyes. I don't really know why she wasn't there, like, straight away. Actually, no, Miss Kate came back in first, and she said it was lovely to see that everybody had taken care of the next step, which was lovely. Then it was Kingston. Kingston came in on his own and said that he was going to sell a signed poster to raise money, which was very nice of him. Then it was Amanda, Rochelle, Noah, and Piper. So they all came in, and again we had a scene where Rochelle, Noah, and Piper were all kind of talking about like what they've been up to. So Rochelle and Noah have been working together on Step Inside. We also heard about Ozzy, that he's been doing stuff with Step Inside as well. Piper's a dancer on the tour, which is really cute. I was really pleased to see that kind of some of the next steppers are back together. Also, I've just had a thought, maybe Noah and Jackie are back together because Jackie was dancing on Step Inside too. And Noah is working there as well. So maybe Noah and Jackie are together. Maybe they got back together because they basically, they did break up. I don't know why I'm saying basically because they literally did. So that would be nice if they got back together. I mean, we're not going to ever know now, which is really sad. But in my mind, they're back together, hopefully. And then Anthony got the chance to like talk to Rochelle about choreographing. So I feel like Anthony will probably move to New York. If there was a Series 11, I imagine that he'd probably... Is my camera still going? Yeah. I imagine he'd probably still be in it, but he'd probably be written out, like, early on. Kind of similar to how Ebby was written out and how Adele was written out this series. As you can tell by the amount of water that I'm drinking in this video, the voice is not really here. It's on its way out, which isn't the best because I have been planning on filming a lot this week because I've got some time to. So yeah, if you see me just doing that, you understand why. Then one of my favourite moments of the reunion happened. We had a Grace and Amanda moment where they were kind of both being a little bit schemy and joking like about what they could do with the money. It was just perfect. Like the fan appeal of that was just perfect. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. Actually, I have one more thing to say. Logan's outfit, Logan's overall like look was one of my favorites of the reunion. It was just like pristine. Like I can't even explain, like that blazer with that skirt and just the way her hair was done, like everything like about her outfit like was just perfect. Like there were so many people's outfits which I love, like James's shirt with the embroidered like flowers. Like I would love that for Greece. Like when I go to Greece, I would love that. So Trevor, if you're watching this, then please let me know where that shirt was from, because I would love to have a copy of that. And yeah, I just thought Logan's outfit was just, it was so Amanda. It was just like so, I don't know, like business casual. It was just so fitting for her. So yeah, that was a highlight for me. The outfit and the scene. Then we had the scene, which I have been waiting for since series 7. We had the Michelle scene in the office, which, as someone who has grown up with Michelle and Emily, kind of watching them on my screen, having that final scene of them together meant so much to me. I cried a lot when I watched that scene. It was when Emily, you could hear she was emotional, and she was like saying like it's incredible to see how far we've come, and they were saying how much they miss working with each other. I was like, this is it for me. Like I just knew that was gonna set me off, and then I was pretty much in tears the rest of the episode. But just having that final moment, Emily like and Michelle linking arms and hugging and just having that conversation, and Emily knowing Michelle that well, that like when she rubs her ear she likes someone, like it just shows how strong their friendship is. And it's full circle from how they were in the first episode and how they were in the last. Yeah, it's gonna make me emotional again, but that scene was my favorite scene of the entire series, because I don't know, it felt so right and it felt so fitting, and it didn't feel forced. It felt like it was just Victoria and Alexandra like speaking, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, but it was just perfect. And also Emily and Michelle's outfits as well were just amazing. Like Emily in that business suit was just so fitting to her. I loved Michelle's white blazer. I thought it was really cool. So yeah, perfect scene in a perfect episode. Also, talking of the first episode, I loved how Eldon referenced Michelle's first line, as he literally went, "The auditions are in here, right?" when she walked in. I just thought that was really cute. And also when James was like, "Don't even worry about it." Like, it just was, I don't know, it was just perfect. I'm going to say that word a lot in this video, but it was. I have nothing bad to say about the episode at all. Apart from Lucian, because like this man is unhinged. Like, why does he feel the need to walk in with a bulldozer? Because, not to be rude, you're not going to bulldoze a building the moment you buy it. Like, where's that? If you're going to spend all that money on buying a building, why are you demolishing the building? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, obviously, like in the Christmas special in Piper's Dream, Alfie was going to make it into a hotel, which is a little bit more realistic than just bulldozering the building the moment you sign the contract. Like, what is his deal? Like, that dude, I've just had it with him. Like, he just needs to sit back down. I mean, he's lost this battle anyway, so that's good. It was so insane. Like, he obviously can't knock the building down when they're in there. Like, this man has done some insane things, but I don't think he would do that. So, yeah, then obviously he did his little rampage and was like, "Oh, I'm so happy I'm getting this studio." And then Emily saves the day alongside obviously the other next steppers, and they all do the little scene where they all explain why they donated and they saved the next step. And it just felt so right to have the original A Troopers, and also like Rochelle, Noah, etc., Kingston, everybody like pitching in to help save the next step. It was just such a magical moment. And like when I watch series 1 back now, like knowing that all of them like contributed to save the next step, and also like obviously the other A Troopers, I don't know, it just feels like it was the perfect bow on top of a present. I don't know if that is a thing, like that you describe something as being perfect, but it was just the perfect ending. Then we had the big dance to finish the next step, and it was amazing to hear the montage of songs. Like, I was so impressed with like the montage. It was a little different, like the stand up at the end, but it was really, really cool. And I personally really enjoyed it. And I just love like the little moments, like Emily and Michelle doing like this thing together, and like just the little duets and solos we had. And then the final ever scene came just after they all lined up and like posed. That was amazing. And then we had the scene where everybody was getting emotional. They all walked out, and then Michelle and Eldon turned the light off, and it just felt like we were putting the studio to sleep, and that we were saying our goodnight and our goodbye. And that was everything I wanted it to be. I didn't want a cliffhanger. I didn't want there to be a disaster or something upsetting. Obviously it was upsetting, but like, it was peaceful, it was happy, everyone was together, and that felt like it was the correct ending for me. It didn't feel, I don't know, it just felt realistic. It just felt like it was how it was meant to end. So the Next Step Series 10, episode 20 was by far my favourite episode. I mean, it was just perfect, and it was one of my favourite episodes of The Next Step ever, because we had everybody together. But yeah, I love it so much. I love The Next Step so much. And although, yes, this is the end of The Next Step, my love for the show will never leave me. And I will always take it with me. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on Series 10, Episode 20. So I thought, if I've got time, because I don't want to rush this next bit, because I have some things I'd like to say. What is the time? Is it like 45? The computer's turning on. We're going to have a look. Wait, it's 51. I'll do this in another video, you know. I want to have a little talk about The Next Step in general. But I'll do this in another video, because I think I need to kind of plan what I want to say, because otherwise I could be here all day talking about The Next Step and what it means to me. So I'm gonna maybe do that after the interview. I'm not too sure, but thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on Series 10, Episode 20, and I'll see you very soon for an interview or for like this Next Step ending video thing. But thank you again for watching, and have a lovely day. Bye guys.